What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. I want to give a shout out to two subscribers for their donations. One of them is John. I don't want to say your whole government, but John, thank you for the donation. And I also want to thank Legendary Tony for donating to the channel. And if you want to donate to Too Raw for TV, I'll put a link in the description box, and you can do so and show love to the channel. I try to do the best content, give you the best content I possibly can. All right. I gotta admit, man, I posted this in the community chat. I actually thought Philly was going to win this game, man. I didn't like the fact that Kawhi Leonard had scored all of the Toronto Raptors points in the fourth quarter, and he wasn't really rolling. He was struggling with his shots. And I don't ever recall Kawhi taking this many shots in a game. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he's ever taken this many shots in the game. So, you know, uh, the fatigue factor would have to set in eventually. Matter of fact, what was he? What did he shoot? I think he was 16 of 38, or let me see, 16 of 39. Well, he was like Kobe tonight. I kid. Kobe was all time great, but sometimes Kobe did have some bad shooting nights. But it just goes to show you, it's not the shots you take. A lot of times it's the shots you make. And Kawhi Leonard had 41 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, but he was only 16 of 39 from the floor, 2 of 9 from three-point range. And the Sixers were adamant in trying to make things as hard as possible for Kawhi Leonard. Pascal Siakam was, for the most part, invisible tonight. 4 of 11 from the floor, 0 for 2 from three-point range, but did have 11 rebounds. A lot of his baskets were like fast break layups and things like that. You know what kind of went through my head watching this game, man? Not to have these old man flashbacks, man, but watching this game kind of reminded me of like looking at the late '90s Bulls in the playoffs, man. Like, I remember there were some games. Don't get me wrong, the Bulls were a great team, but occasionally there were games, man, where for some reason everybody except for Michael didn't want to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there were some nights where Scottie Pippen would miss his first 6 or 7 shots and he just would pack it in offensively. He didn't want no parts of shooting the ball unless it was a clean open three. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want to shoot the ball. I mean, don't get me wrong, he would do his thing on defense, you know what I'm saying? Hustling, rebounding, passing. He would do his thing. But there was some nights scoring, Scotty was like, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle Lowry kind of reminded me of like Randy Brown with a jump shot tonight, deflecting passes, hustling, steals and shit. But Kawhi was like a little bit like Mike. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, especially when Michael was 34, 35 years old, the last couple of championship years when he was getting older. And I remember in the playoffs, man, there was a lot of games where he wasn't as efficient. You know what I'm saying? I remember, shoot, even the last game played as a Chicago Bull, he missed 20 out of 35 shots. You know, I just remember a lot of games where Mike would go like 13 for 31 or, some shit like that. So that kind of reminded me a little bit of the Bulls. But I thought that Toronto was going to lose, man, because I thought that they were trying to run. Like, I didn't like the fact that nobody really wanted to shoot the basketball. I understand it was a game 7. People were tight. You know what I'm saying? People didn't want to miss. Some people were just afraid of being, forever scorned for blowing the game 7. You know what I'm saying? It was many times Pascal Siakam was open and he did not want to take the shot. But, you know, it is what it is, man. But they were able to win, man. Kawhi Leonard kind of got it rolling a couple of times offensively. You know what I'm saying? He had little stretches where he might make 4 shots in a row or 2 or 3 shots in a row, but it was a struggle for him, man. But at one point, he was 10 of 30. So after that, he went 6 of 9. So in the fourth quarter is when he got it going, and that's what he gets paid for. That's why he's called a superstar. That's why they got him, and now he got him into the Eastern Conference Finals, going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Guess I'm still going with the Chicago Bulls comparison. Serge Ibaka was like Dennis Rodman tonight, except for he has a outside shot, and Dennis didn't have one. Serge Ibaka was all over the offensive board, man, giving the struggling Toronto Raptors extra possessions. Uh, Serge Ibaka had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I'm pretty sure he was 3 of 5 from 3-point range. I know a majority of those rebounds had to be offensive rebounds for Serge Ibaka. At least half of them. Van Vliet once again didn't do shit. 4 points, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. This guy is he hasn't been doing anything, man. Gasol had 11 rebounds. Kyle Lowry 10 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Kyle Lowry, he didn't shoot the ball well, but Kyle Lowry hit some key shots during certain junctures of this game, and he was big on the defensive end. I didn't know that he led the playoffs in charges, or was it during the season? I think it was during the season. I didn't realize that. And he's been leading the playoffs in deflections. And for the Sixers, man, I think their biggest problem to me, Joel Embiid did not shoot particularly well from the field, only 6 of 18, but a lot of that was because he was settling too much for perimeter shots. And I don't know why Joel Embiid wasn't down low more often, man. And I also don't understand why the Sixers didn't feed him more. Because there was a stretch when they was feeding him a lot, right? And I think the Sixers went on like an 11-0 run. Like, I think they were down like, I want to say like 42-31 or something like that. And they ended up tying the game or it was something like that. I know they went on an 11-0 run when they kept like giving the ball to Embiid down low. But they just kind of faded away from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons had an okay night, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, but not the demonstrative game that he had in Game 6. J.J. Redick was red hot, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 of 8 from 3-point range. Tobias Harris, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 of 5 from 3-point range. Jimmy Butler had 16 points, had a big basket down the stretch of the game to tie the game at 90 apiece. That's pretty much it, man. Anybody I want to talk about? There was a beautiful shot by Kawhi Leonard. I think it was a left-handed reverse layup. Might have been sometime in the second quarter or in the third quarter when that happened. And that's it, man. That's all I got to say about this game, man. You know, this is why the Raptors got him. And now they're going to do battle with the Milwaukee Bucks. And I'm a little torn because I like Kawhi Leonard, but I don't want the Raptors to beat the Milwaukee Bucks. I want the Bucks to make it to the NBA Finals. But I tell you one thing. History is going to be made one way or the other. One way or the other, history is going to be made with this finals. Because either the Milwaukee Bucks are going to make their first NBA final appearance in, I believe, 45 years, I believe. I think last time they made the NBA Finals when they played the Boston Celtics in 1974. Was it the Celtics? Or was it the Bullets? I can't remember. I know the last final appearance was 1974. So this will be their first final appearance in 45 years. Or the Toronto Raptors are going to make their first ever NBA final appearance. So we shall see, man. This should be a good final series on both sides of the water, man. You know, on the West Coast, you got the Portland Trailblazers. They're going to do battle with the Golden State Warriors. Good luck to Portland on that one. And on the East Coast, you have Milwaukee Bucks, who are kind of more actually in the Midwest, but they're going to do battle with the Toronto Raptors, who are actually in Canada. But you know, it should be a great series, man. That's all I gotta say about it. Tell me what you guys think.